time for Wallet Wednesday, and March is Women's History Month, and this morning we're celebrating the strides women have made in the world of investing.
Results from a new survey from Fidelity Investments reveals that the next generation of women are breaking financial boundaries. Joining us live with some of those results from the 2022 Money Move study is Lorna Capista, head of Women Investors and Customer Engagement with Fidelity Investments. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me today.
What are some of the big findings that you did from this survey that you did?
So the pandemic that you were just talking about, it has had an impact on everybody, but I'll tell you, for women, it's been a catalyst to think about their finances and really make taking action a priority. And what we found, which is great, is that young women are leading the way. With that next generation of women, so those under 36, they're starting to invest in a brokerage account. So that's actually outside of retirement, almost a decade earlier than their older counterparts. And so that's great news to see more women taking action to grow their wealth.
Wow, so how do you kind of break through that barrier? How do you reach out to women at an earlier age to make that impact?
So I think women, one, are just, working with the people that they know, and they're seeing this happen. But what's really happened is that resources to learn and get more engaged have become widely available across social media, from financial firms. Fidelity is a great example of where we have really, over the past several years, been changing the way that we help and how we show up. And we've really taken a community approach to bringing women together and having real talk about money and the steps they can take. And I'll tell you, it's making a difference as thousands of women are joining our regular conversation and community that we have on a monthly basis to talk and take action.
What are some of the major mistakes that especially young women might make when it comes to investing?
Well, what's interesting is I would more refer to the when we talk to women who are over 36, so the older generations. And interesting enough, the major regret that they have is not investing sooner. So I more look at the younger generation of women who are listening to those women and seeing that there's an opportunity for them to do more. And I think it's less about making mistakes and more about the fact that they're getting involved, they're joining the conversation, and they're beginning to take action. They're doing it well. They're actually starting small. They're really focused, they're investing with purpose. So the goals that they have, they're also very interested in investing in things that have a greater good, which is environmental, social, and governance products. And then they're really sticking with those plans. So I would say, rather than mistakes, it's more of taking a really thoughtful approach and a recipe for success.
That's great. And I know that we referenced the 2022 Money Move study. I believe we have a graphic that we can pull up that shows some of the bullet points of this study. Let's see if we can get that up there. Kind of dive into what else you have learned about through this study and what we can take away from it.
I think the major key of the study that we found is this focus on starting earlier, which you see up in front of you. And it really is, if you think about a decade of being able to put your money to work for you and then investing it 5, 10, 30 years out, that is actually enabling them to get the benefit of potential growth from investing as well as compounding. So the major takeaway from everybody, regardless of where you are, if you're in that age group or if you're older, is to take advantage of this opportunity. It is one of the ways to grow your wealth. I think about it as making your money work hard for you. We all work really hard, right? Don't we want our money working hard? And that's what this younger generation is doing, and we all should be.
Yeah, that's one of the earliest pieces of advice I got when I first got into the workforce, was start early. Even if you can only put, my first employer said, even if you can only put away $1 a week, start doing it right now. You
need to thank that person. That is great advice that we all need to have. And now I think more people are getting access to.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Some great tips there. Lorna Capista with Fidelity Investments. We appreciate you being here, and have a great day.
You too. Thanks for having me on today.
I appreciate it. And for more investment and money-saving tips, be sure to check out our previous Wallet Wednesday segments on Coin.com that can be found under the AM Extra section.